Hello and welcome back. We are in session two. So far, what we have done is we have covered half portion for the whole session of preparing for residency match and beyond, and it's a peer support session. So let me quickly take you there. So we have covered the first four parts in our previous session, and this session will be talking about very briefly about research skills publication, volunteer application piece. We have different videos, separate videos on them, so we'll not go into much detail, but we will go a little bit more detail into interview and public speaking portion of it. So congratulations, those who have matched, and those who have not or will not match. It's okay, just one small setback. You will match next year, so worry not. This is something for you if you match as well, or if you are looking to match for next year. Acquiring research skills or polishing research skills will be something you can do really well to help out your application next year. Those who are already doing research, obtaining a diploma, master's, MPH, PhD will definitely help. I would suggest PhD is a long run. If you're going to look into a lot of competitive programs, then you can consider doing PhD. But most of you, 95% of you, would be matching within a year of going unmatched because you might fix your gaps, the gaps in your CV. You can learn what to do is ask a good research question, how to write a decent proposal, how to collect data, how to analyze it, writing an abstract and writing and reviewing an article. And we have videos on each of these topics. So please subscribe our channel and go and watch these videos when we talk about how to ask a good research question and hypothesis generation, how to write a paper or abstract or introduction section, so on and so forth. One thing which many of us forget about it, volunteering. It counts very big in America. So if you have not volunteered and you have unfortunately went unmatched, this will not be a bad idea to see if you can afford to do volunteering program somewhere. It could be done in many different areas. The easiest one I would think about is would be Salvation Army. They have a free medical clinic. As a unlicensed provider, you can shadow somebody and help out there as well. There are other opportunities. You can volunteer at other programs where it could be medical related or it could be non-medical related as well. So that will be a right thing to do to give back to the community, and you can talk about it during your interview. Application, be aware of the timeline, personal statement, letters, CV, networking, and interview skills. So in terms of timeline, we have a separate video. Please go and watch it. Let's talk about when to apply, when to do research and observership and so on and so forth. Personal statement, letters, and CV, we have at least 4 videos recorded by Dr. Navneet Kaur and Dr. Aneka Hutton. They talked about specifically what they did special, excuse me, in terms of their personal statement writing, letter writing, and CV writing as well. And we have an excellent video coming up about the best interview questions you can answer or you can ask to your programs. It'll be releasing in the next 2 days. So let me take you there in terms of interview and public speaking. Interview and public speaking, these are the most underrated part during the USMLE program for mostly IMGs. We don't pay much attention to it. Do you know what enough about your program? Enough about your interviewers? Do you know about handshake? What are your strengths? What is your non-verbal communication, or what is a good non-verbal communication? What are the best interview etiquettes as well? And what is your impression in the interview? So being aware of those things would be a good idea, and then preparing yourself. We have excellent, almost a 15 or 20 minutes long video just talking about interview questions, what questions and how you can prepare for them. So please do watch it. Body language. It's very important to be aware of your body language. You could be very guarded when you're sitting in an interview, or you could be sitting it very much relaxed as well. You have to have a neutral position there. You should look interested, but should not be too much relaxed in a sense that you take it very casual. You are there. It's a think of as a job interview. Be formal as much as possible, and then making sure that you're relaxed enough, but not too much relaxed that you're putting your leg on the table. And I'm sure you'll not do that, but be aware of your body language. As I mentioned, be relaxed. Own the stage or own the setup. Once you go in, feel that this is your place and you belong here. Smile. Most of the time, the biggest feedback I get from the program directors that IMGs don't smile enough. They are very tensed, and so many things are going on and they just forget to smile. So make sure that you have that smile in between, on and off, as you greet, as you leave the room, So it gives you a good positive vibe. Eye contact is a big thing in America. And at times, we often forget to make eye contact. Many IMGs come from a different culture where making an eye contact could be considered as rude or disrespectful. But in America, eye contact is an essential part of your communication, non-verbal communication. So make sure that you're making an eye contact. You're not looking at the ceiling or looking at the floor or hiding your eyes here and there. No, please practice making an eye contact appropriately. You're not staring, not looking down, but making sure that you have appropriate eye contact. It's okay to be nervous. This is the first time you're doing it, new program director, another piece. It's okay to be nervous. And let them know you're a little nervous. Listen, take a pause, make sure that you heard the question right, and you can repeat it back. Not that you should be repeating every single question back, but you can repeat it back and answer it. There are people to help you out. They are not there to make you nervous. So make sure that you know that they are there to help you. So that should help you with your nervousness. Find familiar faces in audience, and that goes with public speaking as well. If you're giving a presentation in your interview session, so you can always look up your chief resident you have met night before for dinner, or your program director, or anybody in audience. Make a familiar face, and then you can focus on that piece as well. If you have a panel of 6 or 5 people and you met before somebody, just focus on that so your nervousness goes away. As I mentioned, they want you to succeed. As far as you know that, that'll be so calming and soothing that these people are wanting you to succeed, not to setting you up for failure. So that should help you with the relaxing piece of it. Filler words as well. You might have noticed that early in this video, I might have used some filler words, ahs and ums, but be aware of those filler words. If you're using so and ums and ahs, take a pause. That's what I did just now. Take a pause. Our mind works faster than our mouth can speak words. That's why those filler words come in. So take a pause, be aware of your filler words, plus verbal static. And taking a pause will help you organize your thoughts, and then you might not be able to use it. That's a one tip I can give it to you, that in your interviews, if you're using, or sometimes you notice that when people are giving talks, they're using so many filler words, and then that might kill you. Oh my gosh, why they're using so many filler words? So be aware of it. That could be a good tip for your interviews. Let me share the last part of it. Visualization and public speaking, they go hand in hand. If you visualize that you're going to be a good speaker, you're going to be a good interviewer, I guarantee you that you will be a good interviewer. Your interview will really go well. I'll share a very interesting example. You can find in Wikipedia as well. So Russian Olympians, I don't remember what year they did, but they divided the athletes into 4 groups. Group 1 received 100% physical training. Group 2, 75% physical training and 25% medical training. Group 3, half and half. Group 4, reverse, 75% mental training and 25% physical training. I'm sorry, I meant physical and mental training, not medical training. So imagine that they got a mental training, like visualization of what they will be doing, and actually doing it. 75 to 25, 50, 50, 25 to 75, 100%. Guess what? Who did the best? And you'll be surprised. Group 4, they had the best performance results. And why it was possible? Because their brain was visualizing how well they are getting trained. They could see it, they could see them succeed, and they succeeded. And that goes for you as well. Don't delay your success by not visualizing. Practice, 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 and visualize that you'll be doing really good. You can just, without practice, you can just sit down and just visualize it. Make sure that you practice with somebody, and then start visualizing that you'll be doing good and how you'll be approaching those interviews. That's a mental practice you're doing as well. And almost to the last, you can apply to these your real life as well. This speech is elevator speech, listening skills, what you can visualize that how to come up where you are, how you'll be entering the room, how you're going to sit down, where to look, how to use your great pauses in between, how to close your interview, or giving a closing statement, how your interviewers are going to like you, and so on and so forth. It's going to be very important that you want to stand out in your interview where you'll be talking. They should remember you, that, oh, this is something he or she did. A good handshake, good eye contact, smile, making them laugh. These things will stand out in your application when they will go for matching piece if you're not matched. Their overall benefits for elevated speeches, we have a separate presentation on that as well. It'll help you with research presentation. Your interview skills, strength and weaknesses are always being asked as well. And being a listener as an evaluator, if you're evaluating somebody, it helps you becoming a better speaker, a better person. I cannot emphasize enough that your listening skills, as you practice your interview skills, these are as important as your speaking skills as well. So with that, I think we are done with this piece. I hope you liked it. You find it useful as a part two session. So those who have matched or who are going to match, first of all, as you're waiting for it, be relaxed, eat well, sleep well, and as you match, congratulations for your matches. And if unfortunately if you're not matched, this is just a small setback. Try again with some of the tips we have shared with you. I guarantee you that you will be more likely to match coming year. Thank you so much for watching, and we really appreciate you liking, subscribing to our channel, and commenting on it. Thank you so much.